One of the most common question I get is how to bring money from India or how to repatriate money from India. So there are four ways you can bring money from India. First and most important way is to when you sell property in India. When you sell property, you're subject to taxes in India, about 20% income tax, long-term capital gains, and this GST also, it ranges from 2.2 to 3%. You have to show that capital gains on the US tax returns. You might get a credit based on the Form 1116. The computations of capital gains are different in both the countries. One has to understand those areas. Once you sell the property, the money goes to an NRO account, which is repeat designated account. It goes to another account. You might need a chart account certificate, Form 15CA and Form 15CB, to transfer that money from another account to another account, and from NRE to US or from NRO to US, based on that 15CA and 15CB form. How much money you can get it from selling property? You can get the money up to $1 million per Indian financial year. You need to understand Indian financial year start from April 1st to March 31st. So if you can do two transactions in one calendar year US, so you can do one transaction in March, $1 million, and you can do another $1 million in April. So in one calendar year you can get $2 million if you do that way. So that's one way to bring money up to $1 million from sale of property per Indian financial year. Second way is gifting. When you can receive a gift from your close blood relations. Now, when you say close blood relations, we have to understand parents, brothers and sisters. So close blood relations. You can bring money. They can transmit money from there. They can give the money. They can give it as a gift to you here, up to $250,000 in one Indian financial year. Again, you might need a chartered accountant certificate. Same Form 15CA and Form 15CB. So that's the second way. The third way is when you transfer money from here, you transfer money to a non-resident external account. That's known as NRE account. When you transfer the money from here to NRE account, you keep a trail of that transfer. And when you want the money to be repatriated from there, you can repatriate that money easily, showing that trail, and you can repatriate the exact amount what you transfer. So, for example, you transfer over the year to NRE account, let's say $50,000 for 5-6 years. So you can repatriate money up to $50,000 from there in the same manner. Fourth way, when you invest money in any investment area, which are repatriable areas, financial instruments, debentures, stocks, where you invest money, and those investments are they say in that pro forma statements that on the prospectus that NRE is open for NRE investments, and you can bring that money, you can repatriate the money or the interest income from there. So those are the few common ways. One more common way which can be there also is when you go to India, you can bring money up to $10,000. Now there are different, you can bring in one coin, some currency, so that also is there. So you can bring that way. So these are a few common ways where you can bring money from India.